be shown up over here. Okay, so if you don't want this tag, just delete it, and all those tags, widgets, everything will be available on your audience tab. So next is live chat, which I have already told you all in my previous video. There is nothing much, it's exactly the same thing. Next is growth tool. Okay, so when I'm talking about the growth tool, so now let me show you how this growth tool is working. So if I'm just going with this first tab, which is an example bar, then let me click on it. So basically this is how the message will be shown on your website. Okay, so now if I'm just let me just go to the Udemy, and this is the Udemy website. And after, like, if I've integrated this website with the chatbot, then after that, this is where the, I mean, at this particular top corner, this is how the tab would have been appeared, which would have shown the button who will be taking me to the messenger, where I'll be interacting with my bot. Okay, so basically this is how that tab would be appearing on the top. And if you want to hide it, I mean, if hiding is allowed, then if you want to allow that, then you could enable this, but from my point of view, you should be disabling this. And button type. Okay, so this is the type of the button which will be specifying. If I'm just clicking on this, then after clicking, I mean, when the user will be clicking on this particular button, that user will be taken to my messenger account, and from there that person will be interacting with me. And if I'm just clicking on this, and now if I'm just clicking on this, then it is showing me the message which says Facebook has introduced a number of the limitations for the checkbox. So it would be better if we are just going with the first option, because in order to send a message, first of all, the user must be clicking on this checkbox, and only after that that particular user will be able to interact with you. Okay, so from my point of view, you should be keeping this this way only, so that a person could directly interact with the bot on the messenger. And next comes the colors. Okay, so with the help of this, you could change the background color. You could even put the this barcode over here, I'm sorry, hash code, or you could even go and select the code whatever you want, and all that changes which are done by you will be replicated over here. So let me just go with this gray color, and I'll be cancelling out. And this is the headline. Okay, so headline color, see, this is the headline what you see over here. So I'll be clicking on it, and I want it something like this in color. Okay, then after that I'll be cancelling this out. And next is button background. So this is the button, and the background of this button is blue in color. If you want to change, you could change it to white, and let me keep it blue only. So next is buttons text. So this is the text on the button which is sent to messenger, or you could even change it to let's chat, whatever you want. You could select this select the text from this particular drop down key. And next option is when does it will be displayed. Okay, so when the user will be visiting my website, after that, after opening the website, if I'm just clicking on this, which is 10 seconds, then after 10 seconds have passed, this tab will be visible to the user. Or I could show this tab immediately. Okay, so when the website will be loaded, this tab will be immediately loaded on the particular website, and user will be able to interact with the chatbot if he is interested in. Okay, and next is scrolled. Okay, so after 30% of the scroll, or after 10% of the scrolling is done, basically this entire way height is 100%, and after scrolling through the 30%, then the tab will be visible. Okay, so when scrolling to the element with the target ID, so when it comes to the so basically this is the HTML concept in which we give some IDs to the elements. So you could do that over here, but if you don't have the knowledge about the HTML, then just skip this thing, and you could go for any other option. Just don't